into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Carter kicks to LeBron. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Sanders with a screen on Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for James. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And that's 13 points for LeBron.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Detroit. Houston with a big group substitution here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Chandler. Millsap comes in for Williams. Gordon's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
For Houston, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. That free throw, no good. Tobias Harris is checked in for Houston. That one is no good. Detroit trails by 6. Here's Paul. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Paul's got 5 points so far. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. So it's Detroit now. Out to Carter. Sanders with a screen on Harris. Here's Carter. Rejected by Millsap.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Millsap. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
And it's Carter penetrating. Kicks it out to Jennings. Here's Sanders. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. With some arc. Aldridge, no luck. Detroit trails by 6. Rose with the double team. Pass to Jennings. Back to Carter. And James gets it to go on the assist by Carter. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one. Right side, Gordon. Into Millsap. Outside, Rose. Over to the left wing. And it's Harris off the drive. That drops. And Houston leads by 6.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
LeBron with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Jennings kicks to James. Paul for 3. They get the rebound. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Carter's got 10 points. Houston leading by 3.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's Gordon with the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And it's 6 points for Eric Gordon. Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. Just 3 on the clock. And he dunks it down.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you? And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Houston on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Houston leading by 4. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Bradley. Chandler out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Barnes and the small forward.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Bradley can't get it to go.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. A different look here for Detroit. Sanders comes in for Noel. And Paul subbed in for Ross. And then for Houston, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Chandler. Millsap comes in for Pau Gasol. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Step back and squared up. And that's 19 points for LeBron.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Barnes kicks to Millsap. And stolen by LeBron. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 9 points for Eric Bledsoe. Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Aldridge. Gasol comes in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Barnes passes to Chandler. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Larry Sanders picks one up.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Bledsoe dishes to LeBron. Paul, right side. Back to James. Another 3 for Detroit.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Yeah. In fact, 3 of the last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Barnes kicks to Gasol. Rejected by LeBron. Here's Paul. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And it's all knotted up.
That's really setting them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are 2 teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
We need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
A different look here for Detroit. Noel's checked in for Sanders. Jennings comes in for Kevin Martin. And it's Carter in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Houston, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Chandler. Millsap comes in for Pau Gasol. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Hardaway. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game. This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Boy, you don't expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Ball goes in and stolen by Barnes. And here they go. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Rose. 8 points for Eric Gordon. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots. They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from James.
Well, I like the way he's turned the heat up here in the fourth. I mean, that makes him an 80% shooter so far in the quarter.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Carter, the pass to LeBron. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. A different look here for Detroit. Sanders checked in for Nerlens Noel, and it's Ross in for Paul. From deep LeBron, it's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Detroit making a switch. Paul's checked in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's astonishing to see a player, Clark, at his position who can get to the rim like that.
Yeah, he goes very vertical on you, Kevin.
And once he's up there, you know he's going to throw it down hard.
Three-pointer. James misses. Here's Houston now. They're on a 13-5 run. And that one's good. Millsap.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finne, over.
Hill. Off the left rim and out.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
And the call will be against George Hill. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Beverly.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. What's your take, guys?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling the timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
Well, they might as well talk about what movies they want to see or what they want to surf on the internet, because this one's done, boys.
So we see Houston taking the W here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Harrison Barnes.